It's happening today at the Henry Clay. I'm Julian Wright at the unveiling of the official poster for the 2012 Kentucky Derby Festival, all leading up to the greatest 2 minutes in sports, the Run for the Roses, the Kentucky Derby. This is Behind the Scenes. Of course, behind every great masterpiece, there is a master. I'm here with the artist of the official 2012 Kentucky Derby poster, Andre Foreman. Andre, it's so nice to be with you. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got inspired to do this great piece of art for the Kentucky Derby Festival?
I was inspired by, the history and the history more or less. I'm a researcher, buff history, so anything I do artistic, I like to research. So getting into the Kentucky Derby Festival, a lot of rich history, a lot of research. That's where I came from. Being a Louisville resident, also, it was a no-brainer for me.
So of course, if we look at some of the poster, we've got the Balloon Glow Incorporated, we've got Thunder of Louisville, we've got, of course, a horse, a thoroughbred has to be in there. What would you say, being a Louisville resident and being someone who could think of this idea, what is your favorite part about the Kentucky Derby Festival being from Louisville?
Pegasus. Because if you understand the nature or if you ever research Pegasus, he's more than a winged horse. He was created by the gods, more or less, and every time you read or mention of him, was always used to overcome insurmountable odds or fly over large obstacles. So Pegasus would have been it for me. The whole mythology behind it.
Of course, before the crowd start coming in, there are hours and hours and hours of preparation going into it. If you would follow me into the ballroom, this is where the main event takes place. Of course, we see the finishing touches taking place. We've got food over there, catering, of course, from Silver Spoon, because we are at the Henry Clay. If you look to my right, you, of course, get the merchandise. You see the projector, and you see the tons and tons and tons and tons of fun that the night looks forward to. Of course, we're about 45 minutes out from the event actually starting. So right now, nothing big happening, just major preparations taking place for the event that happens in about 45 minutes. And there it all was. You saw the preparation, you saw all the work that goes into an event like this. The 2012 Kentucky Derby Festival, unveiling of the official poster for the event, all leading up to the Kentucky Derby, the 138th Run for the Roses, the greatest 2 minutes in sports itself. Stick with us for more behind the scenes action along the way, leading up to the first Saturday in May. I'm Julian Wright from Behind the Scenes for the Kentucky Derby Festival.